overseas, guys, and you didn't call it the same name as you had out here, of course, the Skins and Hearts, but the church. Now, how's it done in America, Canada, and places like that it's gone out in?
So far it's done quite well. It's charted in Canada, and it's getting airplay over there.
Now, the Canadian thing we've heard heaps about, it's apparently selling like crazy over there.
It's sold 14,000 copies in Canada already. So.
And what about the single, Marty? There's one taken off that, isn't there?
I don't know about the single.
Apparently it's doing too.
Is it really?
Quite well.
Tell me about
as well. Well, going up. I'll get Chucky or someone to tell you later. English rock writers, and this is what we wanted to get to, because there was a thing in the paper through the week. Davy Dawson had a bit of a whack, but then he turned around and said he liked your music, so I guess it was nice. But he reported that in an English mag, they'd had a go at the album and slandered it a bit. How did that affect you? Did you get upset over that?
Well, you know, it's the usual case for English press.
Yeah.
To slag off Australian bands, but that's the usual case where whether the music's good or not, but it hasn't affected us.
It doesn't
anyway,
bother you?
No, well,
now,
you can only take the press so seriously.
Yeah, and when you head off overseas, which you've got to do shortly, when, for a start?
It could be, maybe the end of the year if it goes well. Yeah.
You will hang out that long, even with this success in Canada?
Well, it's not worth going unless it's really worth it,
Yeah.
It's looking good.
At this time, it looks great,
yeah.
So I thought you'd obviously go to Canada first, but will you go to England, and are you looking forward to working there?
Well, if the demand's there and the opportunities come up, then we'll go. But, if not, then there's no point,
It'd be good to bash those
Australia's
blokes.
good enough for us.
It'd be good to bash those blokes' heads, and sound-wise, that have had a go at you, you know what I mean?
Well,
18 months ago...
the time will come.
Yep, right. 18 months ago it was reported that you may even give up doing live performances, and you may even throw the whole thing in. Now, 18 months later, 2 successful albums, doing unbelievable things in Australia. What sort of changed your idea 18 months ago? Like, you're at that stage where, hey, we're going to give it away. What made you keep going?
Well, we started to get popular. Unguarded Moment was a hit, and that sort of turned the tables for us. It made it sort of...
So it was that...
Yeah, it was Unguarded Moment being a hit single, which sort of, made it bearable, because it was getting pretty tough in the early days when people weren't getting into the group,
Yeah, and they're certainly doing that now.
They are.
People are getting pulled off stage and the whole thing, aren't they?
Well, sometimes.
Yeah.
At the under-18 gigs.
You do quite a few of those too, don't you?
Well, we haven't done that many yet. We've done a few. We've done, about one in each capital city.
Right. And there are more to come.
Yeah, we're going to do a few more this next tour.
We're going to do a few.
Great. When does that start?
That starts on March the 8th in Brisbane, then Sydney, then Melbourne, and then we're going to go to Adelaide and Perth too, and then over to New Zealand also, which we have never done before.
Right. That'll be a good one for you.
Yeah.
So that's your first overseas go?
Well, yeah.
NZ.
For New Zealand. Yeah.
Okay, now Steve Kilbey is not here today. He was quoted as saying he's the best songwriter in the world in an article I read. Do you feel that, is that a correct quote? And do you feel that he was right in saying that?
What, do I think Steve's a good songwriter?
No, he said he's the best in the world.
I think he's an excellent songwriter. There's a lot. Well, who is the best in the world?
Right. Now, he also said that he would never sing a song written by somebody else. Is that a correct statement?
What do you mean? I think he said in the band, not like if one of the guys in the band wrote a song.
Right.
Yeah. Well, that's fine. That's fair enough.
Why is he not here today? There's no animation in there.
He's gone to see his mum.
Animation, that's the wrong word.
He's gone to see his mum in Canberra.
So he's just gone out and he couldn't make it. Okay. He's down also to do a film shortly, a short film.
Yeah, well, we were down in Melbourne doing a film for a new film clip for the new single and a track off the new album, which is going to be like support to films at like the Hoyts places.
Right.
It's like a 12.5-minute film.
So as well as live, you'll be going around that way. And we must mention, and we'll have to do it real quick, I love the cover of this. Who thought that up?
Oh, that was an artist called Paul Paddy. He's done a bit of artwork for us in the past, like on the double single.
Yeah. Fabulous. And
he's a great artist.
Well. Yeah. Listen, Marty and Richard, we're sort of the old-time situation. Thank you for coming in. Good luck with the church, and good luck when you do go overseas. And give those English people heaps, the writers on that, all right? Too fast for you. This is the church.